Hey everyone, this is RC Groups, and I'm here with Jason Noll, and we are sitting around his Krill model that he's competing with today, and I wanted Jason to tell us a little bit about it, what he likes about it, and what it does, how much it weighs, motors, all that stuff.
Jim, the airplane I'm flying this year is a Krill Models Katana. It's 39%. It weighs 36 pounds, or 36 and a quarter. That's without smoke. I mean, it's basically a big foamy. It 3Ds, it IMAX very well. If I had to pick one or the other, I'd say it 3Ds better. I haven't had a whole lot of time to tweak on the precision part of it, but the engine's a DA150. It's got a 3-blade 28.5 by 12 Mejlik, and you know, it gives me my speed to keep the tail behind it for snap roll, so it doesn't get all mushy and stuff. And the pipes are Manfred Reeves pipes. They're full-length pipes. They exit, you know, right back here, so they're pretty long guys. And they give me about 700 more RPM on the top end than standard stock mufflers. The receivers are Futaba 5014 G3 2048 resolution receivers and a partridge in a pear tree. And the battery's a 3600 milliamp 6-volt nickel metal hydride. It's something new I'm going with this year. It takes out the you know, it's one less thing you have between your batteries and the receiver with a regulator and LiPos. Yeah, I can charge those things at 8 amps in about 10 minutes. So I can fly basically 4 flights, charge at 8 amps, and have about 10 minutes of charging time. The servos are 9155s on the ailerons and elevators. There's 3 on each 3 on each elevator and 3 on each aileron. There's 3 9152s on the rudder, which is about 900 ounces total of torque. Other than that, if you want to go to pan inside the fuselage, I'll tell you a little bit more about the inside.
Yeah, let's look in there. What are we going to look at first, Jason?
Alright, we'll start with the front here. The motor's a DA150. It's mounted to an SWB right thrust mount. It's about 2.5 degrees exactly, so there's no second guessing yourself or the firewall for that matter. Here we've got the ignition module, pumping 6 volts into it. It's got the 2000 milliamp again, nickel metal hydride. Just goes down to the switch. Down here we've got the headers connecting to the cans. It's quite a distance. There's 9.5 inches between the start of the pipe and the end of the header. Here we've got the Nomex tray for weights, sitting with a 50-ounce fuel tank. We've got the strobe light system, the 9-volt power in that, the switch to turn that on. The digital servo, it's got to be a fast servo for the throttle response. There's 2 things I don't mess around with. One's batteries, and the other one's going to be the throttle servo. So you got your wing bolts; those are acting as the anti-rotation pins as well. Slide on back here a little bit more. We've got strictly a lightweight instrument panel, just for looks, not looking fancy by any means. Here we've got the 3600 milliamp nickel metal hydride 6-volt packs. Again, those are those will take the punch. And you take 60 volts or 60 amps out of those things, and they're not break or sweat, so I mean, that helps your snap rolls. Here we've got the Air Wild servo arms and servo tray, 39152, so we've got 900 ounces of torque roughly. Pull, they hold pretty tight, don't want anything sloppy. We've got the G3 receivers, 1 on each side of the airplane. I've actually got an aileron and the other elevator half connected to the receiver, so it's crossed, so you're not losing the whole side of an airplane. Again, we've got the back end rotation screws. We've got the exit pipes, which are basically the full-length pipes. The clamps are just to help keep them from sliding back off the headers. Sometimes that's a problem with vibration. There's 3 separate leads coming out of the wings, each one going into a different port in the channel. So basically, I've got 6 channels on the receiver. If you combine the 2, used up for just ailerons for power distribution purposes. You don't run into any low voltage or blowback problems. You work your way back here. We've got the elevators. The servos are actually inset. If you look right down in here, you can see the inside of the servo. That's basically how they mount, same on the inboard. Cool. Back here we basically got a pin. I can pull this pin out. It drops all the way down through about 5 hinges.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, you pull that guy off, and I mean, it's easy maintenance on the rudder. It's easy for travel. If you need to pull it off for some reason, if you need to ship it overseas, etc. The elevators do the same thing. One pin on each inboard elevator hat. Slide out and pull the elevators off. But, that's about it. It's pretty sleek, very well designed airplane. The highlight of the airplane is probably the one-piece hatch. And when you take the hatch off, you get to your engine, your radio, you see the whole 9 yards. So you're not always having to take your cowling off for engine maintenance, etc. That's about it.
Man, that is super cool.
Yep.
And thank you.
No problem.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
And tomorrow,
Yep.
and the next day.
That's right.
Bye.
Thanks.